Good day everyone, this is Rusty Dog. So I've been making quite a bit of progress since the last video, and I did video a lot of it, but then I scrapped it all. I thought I'd just get down to the nitty-gritty here. So I'm in my vulture and I'm back on my home base. And the vulture itself has had some upgrades, and I've been doing a lot of sourcing of materials. So the upshot is that the vulture has had an FSD range increase and a thruster increase. So if we just take a quick look at that, the thrusters on the vulture now have gone to grade 2 only. I have unlocked further, but I believe I have anyway. I just don't have the resources or the materials that I need. Also, the power plant is grade 3, and the frame shift drive, you have to press twice for some reason, is a grade 3 increase. And what does this mean? Well, it means that the top speed has gone from 244 to 264, and the boost speed has gone from 394 to 428. I've also, as you probably know, I've got the proper shields on now, not the bi-weaves, and I can jump 16.82, which is up from 14.87. So all in all, pretty good. Once I've upgraded this one more time, actually I say that, I do want to upgrade the weapons on it, but there will come a point where I want to take the cargo hold off this ship and put a fuel tank in its place, but let's not go into that right now. So I do want to mess around with some upgraded FSD drives at some point in the very near future. Very near future. But right now I'm hopefully going to do 2 grade 3 power plant upgrades on 2 different ships, so 1 roll of the dice per ship, and 2 grade 4 power plants on 2 other ships. So I had to sit down and kind of work out which ships got which upgrades. Now the vulture, since it's had its thrusters upgraded, the usage went from 102 to 107, which meant I had to now turn off the cargo hatch, the fuel scoop and the interdictor. The main issue here is the cargo hatch, because I like to keep that open with the weapons out when I'm picking up materials, especially from extraction sites, or maybe dropping into an emissions signal source and having some ships suddenly drop in on you, which can happen. So I feel it's important maybe to go with another power plant upgrade on this to avoid that. So the vulture will be getting a grade 4 upgrade. The other ship to get the grade 4 upgrade, I think, is going to be the Anaconda. Oh, and also I need the grade 4 power plant upgrade on the vulture, because I do intend to upgrade the 2 lasers which will eat more power. So maybe I have to look at a grade 5 upgrade on this, if that's at all possible somehow. I think that might be Liz Ryder, but we haven't unlocked her yet, but we will be. And the Anaconda has got bi-weave shields on it, and if I upgrade the power plant, it means I can fit normal shields if I want to, without having to buy an 8A power plant. which will cost me 100 million or something. So it'd be cheaper just to do the engineer's mod. So that leaves 2 ships getting grade 3 upgrades, and that's going to be the Python and the fer-de-lance. So we're going to be switching to one of those ships now, and I need to go and pick up the final commodity in order to do that, which are emergency power cells. And that's a bit of a downer, because picking them up is going to be easy, finding them is going to be easy. It's just that the engineer I have to go to is only 60 light seconds away, yet the system I need to go to for the emergency power cells is 127 light years away, and not necessarily in the same direction. So if we take a look, at the time of my last video I needed to pick up 6 seleniums, and I ended up with well, I can tell you I ended up with 22 seleniums. I found 22 on the system that was in Felicity Farseer's Herald on GoalNet. It told me that the planet to go to there was SMEI ABC2BA. Okay, that's SMEI, and then another word, TI, and that's the system, SME or SMEI, and then the planet was ABC2BA. And I went there, and within 1.5 hours I'd found 8 seleniums, and after 4 hours I found 22 seleniums and 5 yttriums. And then when I went to Deciat 4, which is where the engineer said the yttrium would be, I only ended up finding 1. Everything was an outcrop. Yeah, outcrops everywhere, and the only time I found a metallic meteorite for the yttrium, I found 1 and was yttrium in there, and that was it. So I ended up with 5. I have done a little bit of spending, so to do the frameshift drive increase, I think it was, so I spent 1 yttrium and I spent 2 seleniums. Where are you? There we go. So I'm down to 20. So I've got plenty. I found lots of molybdenums and germaniums. If you need germanium, go to SMEI ABC2BA. They're all over the place. I stopped at 20. I couldn't be bothered picking up anymore. So I picked up loads of stuff that we need. So let's just go and do this. I hope that I've sat here and worked out the right ships. I'm not touching the Cobra. The Asp is not getting an FSD upgrade, because I'm not interested in doing it at the moment, because the only FSD I want to put on this is a grade 5, because it's the Explorer ship. It's going to be used for exploration. The A rating is going to go. It's going to become a D rated ship, and it's going to be used for my exploration. And so I want a full grade 5 frameshift drive on it. And like I said, I realised that having a grade 5 means a massive jump range, which I know can hit into the 40s if you get a good roll. But that doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to be doing deep space exploration. And, you know, people saying, well, okay, you jump 40 light years, so you're going to miss out on a lot of places because you're going to get there in fewer jumps, so you're going to miss out places. Well, I'm not. I'm going to be targeting places that I want to visit, nebulas and stuff like that. But, you know, there's the galaxy map to look at to know which stars you want to go to. So, but if I need to make long jumps, if I need to get from A to B, I can do it quicker. So, the other ship is my, I've got the Cobra, the Vulture I'm in right now. Which is the other one? Oh yeah, the Cobra and the Asp are not getting touched here. So the fer-de-lance has got a jump range of 13.45. What's the cargo on this? 16. So 13.45. So he's going to get a grade 3. It doesn't need a grade 4 really, because it's not going to be a long range fighter that much. Same with the Python. The Python has got currently 19, so I want to push that into the 21, 22, so hopefully anything more than that would be great. The Anaconda's got a 21, so anything further than that will be nice. And the vulture has got 16.8. That'll get the smallest increase because it's already on grade 3. So the ship that can jump the furthest between the Python and the fer-de-lance is the Python. So it makes sense to get the Python and go and pick up the, where are we, emergency power cells. Selenium I've got. Oh yes, chemical manipulators. Now then, oh, I found plenty. In fact, let me see if I can show you. A lot of people were saying how hard they were to come by and stuff like that. Well, I'm going to tell you how to get them. I found 10 of them. And I did that in about 2 hours. Which, if you read on the net, if you read in the forums and on Reddit, how frequently or infrequently people were getting chemical manipulators, you'll realise that grabbing 10 in about 2 hours is bloody good. So what you do is you go to an anarchy system, and the reason you go to an anarchy system is because you need to shoot down type 7s, type 9s, and possibly Pythons, because they seem to be classed as a haulage vessel. Now you need to go to an anarchy system, as I said. Now if you want to sit in Super Cruise and find T7s, T9s, don't bother with type 6s. I mean, maybe they have chemical manipulators, but I've blown up a few and none of them have yielded anything, so just don't bother. That's my advice. T7s are your most likely. T9s as well. They may drop 2 at a time because they're bigger. I also killed a couple of Pythons, deadlies and dangerous Pythons, in my little vulture. And one Python dropped a chemical manipulator, another Python dropped 2 of them. So I got 2 from a Python, 1 from a Python, 2 from a T9. What does that make? 5. And then I think the rest were from T7s. Now, it's best if you can find an anarchy system that also has resource extraction sites. Okay? Because there are 3 ways to do this. Super Cruise, okay, where you're waiting around basically for type 7s, type 9s and, well, Pythons. I probably wouldn't target Pythons in Super Cruise, but there you go. And then you're waiting to interdict them, which of course damages your ship, and then you blow them up, and you may or may not, and then you've got to get back out into Super Cruise. Or you can go into the nav beacon. Probably best to try a system that's got good trade routes in and out, because then there might be more ships popping in and out. But to be honest, the system that I went to, which I'll tell you what it is in a minute if I can remember, yeah, I don't think I can remember where it was, but or what it's called. Damn. But anyway, I found a system that didn't have any trade routes in or out, but it did have resource extraction sites. Hazardous, low, high, standards, they were all there. And the low ones, forget it, there's nothing in there. I ended up, I can't remember if I ended up in the high one or the hazardous one. It doesn't matter though, because it's an anarchy system. So I think I ended up in the hazardous one anyway. and I picked on type 7s because I knew that was the most likely place to get them from, because when you blow up a type 7, there's something about them that they drop now and again. They will drop chemical manipulators. As you can see on their grade here, they are classed as rare, so don't expect it with every single one, but when you do, then pick those babies up. I was targeting type 9s as well. Oh, and by the way, type 7s will put up a fight. They've got explosive weaponry on board, so be ready for that. Type 9s will also yield you some chemical manipulators. I had one that dropped the 2, and then there was a python that was engaging, or he was being engaged in battle, so I thought, well, I'll join in just while I'm waiting around for another type 7 or type 9 to pop up. And I blew him up. I think it was a dangerous or a deadly one, not sure. And lo and behold, chemical manipulator. And I thought, okay, wow, I can target pythons as well. So I targeted another one. He got my shields down, took me down to 93%. Well worth it though, because he dropped 2 chemical manipulators. Brilliant. And then I targeted another T7. So yeah, just that. If I can remember where the place was, then for sure I will tell you. Now I was at, oh, there it is. There it is. That's the place you need to be. Okay, I'm going to show you this system. Delano Vale. Okay, and the reason being, if you come down, I've got to figure out which one it is now. There we go. So let's drop all this rubbish off and highlight Anarchy. And you can see that Delano Vale is an Anarchy. Oh, there are trade routes coming. Oh, leaving. Yeah. Okay, so I think my point about the trade routes was probably best to get into a system where the trade route is going to the system, because then surely, logically, that's where the type 7s and type 9s will be jumping into. But they were here as well, so I thought, well, yeah, maybe they are jumping to this system and dropping stuff off, but then they're jumping back, of course. So, yeah, you target T7s and you target T9s, and if you want, target pythons in the resource extraction sites that are within your Anarchy system. So I was here at Delano Vale 1. I picked the Haz-Res and I went in, and yeah, within 2 hours I had 10 chemical manipulators, which is more than what I wanted. I thought 8 would be nice, but the rate I was getting them at earlier, I thought, look, I'm just going to be happy with the 4, because 4 is all I need for the upgrades I'm going to do. 8 would be brilliant, because I'll know I'll need chemical manipulators for other things later on. And I ended up with 10. I stayed there longer than I would normally have stayed there, because I was picking these up at such a healthy rate. So now that I've got everything that I need for the grade 3 power, for the 2 grade 3 power plant upgrades, which will earn me grade 4 with Marco Quent, it's now time to go and pick up the commodity, which is the last thing you do, because you don't want to be carrying it around. And the commodity for the grade 4 is already got, and Commander Oliver Hardy, my second account, is holding on to that commodity for me. So, emergency power cells. It tells us that we can, the engineer tells us that these are available at a high-tech stroke refinery system near, I'll try and say this, Anaconda, I think it is. I'm not quite sure of the spelling, but I do have it bookmarked. So, Chadwick Port, you can see I've got emergency power cells. So I'm just going to plot that route, and it's here, Gladuchin, which is doesn't look like it spells Anaconda, and there's a reason for that, and I'll show you in just a minute. And it's because the engineer said near Anaconda. So you don't go to Anaconda, you just look for a high-tech stroke refinery system that's near it. Now, can we spot Anaconda? There it is. Anaconda. So they just said look for a high-tech refinery system. So that was easy to do. Jumping into economy, I highlighted high-tech and refinery. And you can see here there's plenty to go at, but some of them, the orange ones, which are the refinery, normally have the refinery as the main economy, with extraction being second. The high-tech ones are the blue. So I was looking at the blue ones, like this one, high-tech refinery. You could probably go here. Okay, but I picked this one. So I'm looking at the blue ones really. What's this one? High-tech refinery, high-tech refinery. I'm looking for something that's high-tech and something else. Maybe there isn't any. As you can see, plenty to go at, and they're all, there you go, high-tech extraction. And they're all near Anaconda. So the idea is that you come to Gladuchin and you visit the station there, Chadwick Port, and they should be on the market board, the commodities board. And so that is where we're going. How many jumps is it? 8. Okay, so I'm going to make those jumps. I'm going to go to that system, and I'll be back when I get there. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, we have arrived here in Gladuchin, and we are just on the approach to Chadwick Port. Pressed the wrong key. That's probably going to knock me out now. Been trying to slow down in time there, but pressing the wrong key, so I've been told, doesn't really help. There we go then. It's been a little while since I've been in the Python, I have to say. And the fer-de-lance. Now the thing is, yes, this Python is A-rated completely, and the power usage is 89%. So I'm well in there. I'm only going to go in there if it's encoded. Not interested. Next. So why put a grade 3 power plant on it? Well, the reason is because I don't have anywhere better to put it, and also I want to use up the grade 3s in order to get to grade 4. That's the purpose. I want to get to grade 4 with Marco Quent. And to do that I've got to make 2 more purchases, so I'm just using them up. But also, if I've got a really good power usage on this thing, then when comes the day that I start modifying its weapons and shields and whatever I might want to add on, then I can do that without fear of stepping over the power. I didn't request docking until I finished talking.
Request approved. Cleared to land on pad 18.
That'll be 18 then.
Scan detected.
meters from touchdown.
Thanks.
Check to your main number. Check again. Unauthorized loitering may trigger a lethal response.
So we're basically going to pick these up if they're available here and go straight back to, well, we'll go straight to Sirius actually. We'll go straight to Quent's base and do the first upgrade. So I only need, let me see now, it's only one emergency power cell per, so I only need 2 of them. However, I'd rather have too many than too little, so if they've got them here, then I'll pick up maybe 4. And there we go. And there we go. So 750, I just spend 3 grand and I pick up 4 of them. Because the Python's got 160 tons of cargo, and the FDL has got 1/10 of that at 16, but still plenty enough for here, for what we need. Alright then, well that was easy, and I picked up a little bit of cartographics. 15, so 27,000. That's okay. That's better than nothing. Don't suppose I can pick up anything from here. No. So off we go to Quent's database. Where did that come from? Oh, brain. Yeah. What the hell word was I trying to come up with? His base, to Gwent's base. See, when you work in IT, I think it's excusable for database to come up. So I'm going to excuse myself of that one. And I'm just going to, while I'm here, I want to just edit this. Anarchy, because I want to remind myself what I got here. So the fact that it's anarchy will be secondary to manipulators. So I know where to come to get them for next time. I think this is a good thing, an emergency. So if I ever need them, I've got them bookmarked. Oh, emergency power cells here. Oh, chemical manipulators. Yeah, we come here. So we need Quent Research Base, which is in Sirius. 70 light years. Excellent. Okay, so that should be a few jumps, 5 only. Alright then, I'll be back when we're just about to land. Didn't quite make it to the base. It's interdiction time. And here's your host. Oh, come on, I submitted. And here's your host, Constance Gardner. What, isn't that ridiculous? Look at that, 1 shield ring down already.
Flight assist off. Flight assist off. Scan detected.
This is crap I don't need.
Target shields offline. Shields offline. Frameshift charge detected.
Yeah, like and that is a Cobra Mark IV, ladies and gentlemen. A Cobra Mark IV versus an A-rated Python. 67% hull and no shields. Okay, I rammed him, but I'm still going to reiterate what I said. I don't mind deadly and elite ships from that being a challenge, but there's either too many of them with explosive weapons, or the explosive weapons are too powerful. I had a shield ring down just after I stopped spinning. These are A-rated shields, and
4,
it's only a bloody Cobra.
2,
And I know
engage.
the weapon's the same power whether it's fitted to a Cobra or whatever. But I doubt, being a Cobra, he's got large weapons. Or even huge. So, yeah, it's a little bit, it needs a tweak. If that had been a Predator assault ship, or a fer-de-lance or something, that's the kind of damage I would have expected to get. But a Cobra? That's my opinion. Regardless of my flying skills, that's my opinion. I think the damage is too much from these ships. I am going to be looking at upgrading weaponry and shields. And I think the sooner the better, to put myself back on par. The problem is you end up with ships that are not as... what's the word? They don't have the integrity of your normal ship, and they're probably producing a lot more heat. If you're going for overcharge this and overcharge that.
Orbital flight engaged.
How the hell did that happen? Oh, this is magic, isn't it? I was on a perfect flight path there. Well, we're boosting. We're boosting all the way there. I was on a perfect flight path as far as I'm concerned. I cut the throttle off altogether, and it was still coming down too fast. So it's the quickest thing now is to just boost it. There's no quicker method from this distance.
LAC Romeo Uniform Sierra commencing automated flight control routine. Please observe docking protocols.
The problem with elite ships is that it doesn't really rate against pilot skill.
Access
I'll explain
granted.
that when this
Proceed to
bugger
landing
shuts
pad
up.
04.
I mean the skill of the pilot of the NPC, not me. It doesn't mean that because you're facing an elite Cobra that you're facing a better pilot. And that's the problem. What it means is you're facing a ship that's got better weaponry on it, shield cell boosters, upgrades, and that kind of stuff.
Warning, landing gear not deployed.
It's deployed now. So let's repair this and get down to business.
Touchdown complete. Engaging ship restraints. Your arrival has been noted.
Well, I'm not bloody surprised the way I landed. Okay, so grade 3. Grade 4 we have everything that we need for that. I'd like to have had one more conductive ceramic, which are quite easy to come by. You want those? Again, kill off Type 6s, Type 7s, Type 9s. Those kind of hauler ships, they drop conductive ceramics. Okay, so that's what you need for that. So getting another one of those will be easy. That'll give me 4 rolls of the dice, but I'll be damned if I'm going to go out and look for 2 more pharmaceutical isolators. No way, buddy. Okay, here we are. As you can see, I am loaded with stuff here. Conductive components again, type 6, type 7s. It says it here, look, haulage vessels. But I noticed this. Conductive components, the other thing we just looked at that I said, what was it? Conductive components, conductive ceramics, those two. Chemical manipulators, although less frequent, chemical processors, they will all drop out of destroyed type 6s, type 7s and type 9s. I would advise you do it in an anarchy system, that way you don't incur any bounties sitting on your transactions tab. Right, so overcharged power plant, we're currently sitting at 89%, so I can fit this. I will fit this if it's really good. If it's kind of decent, I'll fit it, and then I can always remove it later. If it's crap, I'll discard it. I'm not really bothered. I just want I just want the rank upgrade, or the relationship upgrade, whatever it is. Let me just... Okay, I forgot. Yeah, Marco Quent doesn't do cartographic data. Right, let's get this done. Power plant. Overcharge. Preview the outcome. And go. I had to work bloody hard to get some of this stuff. So, you better give me a damn good roll here. Oh, look at that blue. That does mean crap reds. Oh, there you go. I've gone beyond the maximum. However, heat efficiency is 28% less. In other words, it's down from 0.4 to 0.51. That's what you got to look at. Integrity has gone from 144 down to 101. That's a really good upgrade though.
Power plant capacity exceeded. Shields offline.
What else do you do, by the way? Just the 2 things. Can I do anything here? Not that I would. Not that I would, because I don't want to spend anything that I might need somewhere else. Now this will get my shields back, but it's at the expense of others. It's all you can't do something good without something bad. There's always a yin and a yang. Always. What I would be interested in is this one then. Now this is where you get more capacity but less recharge time. Modular terminals you get from missions. Polymer capacitors, again, military and authority vessels. If you want to start blowing those up, I'm guessing we're looking at federal assault ships here and federal dropships, stuff like that. Authority vessels, again, I would recommend anarchy systems to shoot down authority vessels. You will find some there. I don't know whether federal agents count. Yeah, obviously it's pointless going into compromised nav beacons because I don't think you'll get any there. But in normal nav beacons you can get authority vessels. I have seen them. And signal sources as well, but obviously I haven't come across any because I haven't got any at all. So yeah, authority vessels. Different types of ships do drop different types of materials or micro resources. Okay, so I had 89%. What have I got now? I think it's safe to say I can put the cargo hatch on priority 1. Wow, 74%. And this, like I said, it's fully A-rated, this thing. Everything is A-rated on this. to my knowledge, even the sensors, except for the life support. No, life support's A-rated as well. Yeah, everything that can be A-rated is. I do have shield booster mods. That didn't help, did it, against that bloody Cobra? 2 heavy duty, well, that one's got a heavy duty, and so is that one. Oh, it's got upgraded thrusters. I don't know why you've got to press twice. Clean drive tuning. Oh, that was just for helping the power draw, I think, but hey. And now, of course, we have this, the grade 3 overcharged power plant. Brilliant. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I've now got 3 emergency power cells remaining, so I'm going to go and fetch my fer-de-lance, and he should be a little bit more successful with interdictions, I would say. I'm going to have to start making some money soon. I know I've got plenty, but at one point I did have 1,020 million, and now I'm down to 15 million. So I'm going to take some of those missions that pay out a million per go, and I'm going to get myself back up there. I don't want it to keep dropping and keep dropping and keep dropping. Right then. Oh, I didn't check. What is my progress now? I think it was 48 before. Okay, so we're easily going to unlock grade 4 with the next mod, which will be the fer-de-lance power plant. We're easily going to do that. And we're not far away from Shinrata now. So in we go, and we want to go to Jameson and plot the route. 4 jumps. Right, I will go there, I will pick up the fer-de-lance, I will come back, I will land, and then we'll be back. And hopefully there will be no interdictions in between. And I'll see you then. Okie dokie, here we are at Quent with the fer-de-lance. So, let's get to it. To take us then to grade 4. Where are we? 99. Okay, and again I think this, apart from life support, this thing is completely maxed. Now this is going to be a good thing to do this power plant, because I want, even though I'm hitting 402, I want enhanced thrusters. I want this thing charged up. I want a good mod on that, and if I can do the 4 pulse lasers later on, then I will. That's going to take me over the 100, but at least this way I'll be able to get those modifications, and I won't have to do any power management, I would say. Alright then. So from 99, I don't expect I'm going to be getting as good a roll of the dice as I did last time in terms of this, although you'll see the numbers are different for this ship for some reason. Or maybe not. Maybe not. No, because it was 20% I got last time, wasn't it? It wasn't the number 20. Alright, let's roll it. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Come on, give me a good one. Come on, come on, come on. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. That's a good one. Oh. Oh. You gotta be kidding. Yeah, I thought, yeah. It's like, here's something nice. It's like, here's a present for you, and now here's a kick in the balls. Yeah, I knew it wouldn't give me that without that. Well, to be honest, I'd rather have kept it at 15%. Okay, whatever. I got a good one there.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Yeah, I'm sure it
Shields
is.
offline.
Not for long. These shields will kick back in, no problem. So, where are we? Place your bets. 99.
Shields offline.
Well, before we were at 89 and we went down to 74. So this could be at 84, but we got a better roll. So it might be down to 82 now. I'm going to go with 82. Oh, well, that's that's close enough. 81.9 it probably is. Good. I'm 18% better off, so now I can start putting on some mighty fine thrusters. Because the thrusters will make the power usage go up by 5, 6, 7, 8% probably, depending. And then you've got the weapons on top of that. But now the ship is capable of taking that and still not have to do any power management. So, what remains? Well, we're going to get rid of these. I don't want any more interdictions for rubbish. So, we're going to be coming back here now in the Vulture and the Anaconda. The Vulture will be the worst one getting here because it has the yeah, it does. It has the smallest FSD range. It's not as small as this one, however. It's a 16 on that one, so we're okay. But before I can come here, I think I'm going to bring the Anaconda first, to be honest. Before I come here, I need to pick up the, is it energy grid assemblies or something like that, that Commander Oliver Hardy is holding on to for me. Look at this, grade 4 with Quent. So we're going to Quent and we're looking at grade 4. So energy grid assemblies. Wow, I actually remembered something. So we get 2 rolls of the dice because of the limitation on the pharmaceutical isolators. So we need to meet up in LFT 926 with Commander Oliver Hardy. We can do that with this ship actually because we just need to take them back to Shinrata afterwards, which is right next door. So what I'm going to do is fly there. Okay, where are you? There we go. So I'm going to fly here. Have I got Meredith? Yeah. That's where we need to go. Meredith City. So I'm going to fly to Meredith, wait outside, shut down Elite Dangerous. Yes, I've just broken the immersion, I know, sorry. Load up Elite Dangerous on my laptop, log in as Rusty, come back here to my PC, log in as Commander Oliver Hardy, and then Oliver Hardy can pass the cargo over to Rusty Dog, who can then log back in on here on my PC, and we can pop to Shinrata Desra, switch to the Anaconda or the Vulture, and then get the 2 grade 4s done. So let's do that. Right, here we are at Quent Research Base in the Anaconda. No thanks to a few technical flaws in the game, which I will not go into, but needless to say, come what may, I got here in the end, regardless of what the game threw at me in terms of its flaws. Okay. I have 5 energy grid assemblies, not 2 now. Again, not something I'm going to go into because it's not relevant. The fact is, 3 of them will be getting thrown away, and maybe 2 of them will be getting thrown away. I've come into the hangar because it's quieter down here. There's way too much ambient. So, let's just get on with it, shall we? I don't even know what I have right now. This number, this usage that you see, forget it. Ignore it. And I should have done that with my Python, because I was checking the usage while I was here and I shouldn't have been. So I don't know what the true figure is. It might not be 74% or whatever it was, because here your thrusters are offline. So it's 69 plus 27. Which is kind of strange. Anyway. What was that number? 69. So all we need to do is find out the difference between what it was and what it becomes. I am expecting the second and third effects to be really crap. Oh, Christ. Better integrity and 4% better power. I didn't check whether I had an upgraded power plant on this or not, because I can't remember. Can I check now? Yeah. Yeah, grade 2. So we're going to step up 2 grades now.
Power plant capacity exceeded. Shields offline. Shields online.
67. Wow. $67, $77, $87, $93. It's not a good throw of the dice. I can't throw another one though. I need to do the vulture. Okay, I'm going to bring the vulture here. Hopefully. No, I haven't lost any ships, by the way, just in case you're wondering. But yeah. Okay, so bringing the vulture back here now to do the final grade 4 upgrade, and I'll see you then. Okay, here we are with the vulture for the 4th and final upgrade of the day. One little flaw I did come across earlier was I had a blueprint for Marco Quent pinned, and that was the grade 4 power plant. It's been pinned there now for a couple of days, and it was pinned there when I was at grade 3, 48%. Then I did the 2 upgrades, and that got me to grade 4 with Marco Quent. And before I applied the Anaconda grade 4 upgrade, I noticed that the blueprint is no longer there. Now, I didn't take it away. So, the game did it. I didn't want it taken away. And it took it away before I even did the first grade 4 upgrade, so it didn't even know that I was going to do this upgrade. So, where's it gone? It turns out, maybe, when you jump from one unlock, from one progress to the next, you lose whatever pinned blueprint you had. Good, isn't it? Just be on the lookout for that. I don't know why that happens. Anyway. Now then, I'm not expecting much here, to the point where I might even get a worse result than what I've already got. Simply because I already have a grade 3 overcharge. And the most I can go is 13% by the looks of it. Because I'm here. And I can go 10 further back. Oh, actually no, that's not right, because 10 goes back there. But where's the original value? Good point. Okay, well, needless to say, as you can see here, I've got a 50-50 chance of getting a worse result. As if the roll of the dice isn't bad enough, I can actually go backwards with a grade 4. I've got a good chance of getting better integrity. I've got a slightly better chance of getting better heat efficiency. And I've got a 50-50 chance of getting a better overcharge. And that's what I need on this thing. I'm looking at 107 right now. And for some reason the thrusters are online. In the Anaconda they weren't. I don't know what's going on. The Anaconda, their thrusters were offline, so I was getting the usage was the number minus the power the thrusters took up. And now I've landed the Vulture and brought that into the hangar. The thrusters are on. No, I can't explain it either. So we got one shot. And I don't expect this to be in the blue, but that's because I'm not feeling very optimistic right now. So my last pharmaceutical isolator. If I had one more, I could have had another go. I might not need it though. Oh dear. What's going to happen now though? Yep, that's right, push the integrity right down. Well done. %5 more. That might be crucial. That could be crucial. If it gives me an extra 3%, I'll be happy.
Shields offline.
Because that means I can leave my cargo scoop open. Let's get these shields up before we look. Oh! Brilliant. Ah, that's brilliant. I'll take the heat. Okay, so that means I can now take the fuel scoop and the interdictor back onto priority 1. When the cargo... No, wrong one, sorry. Cargo hatch is on priority 1. So 101, so I can either take off the frameshift drive or the fuel scoop. Makes sense to do the fuel scoop because it's 1% more power consumption, and also I definitely don't need the fuel scoop when I've got the weapons out. Taking off the frameshift drive would only drop it to 100. So the fuel scoop that gets me down to 98%. Nice. So fuel scoop goes on priority 2. That's good. And that gives me 2% to play with for the 2 pulse lasers. That might not be enough. Actually, it gives me more than 2% if I choose to power manage a bit more. Okay, so all the upgrades I wanted to do originally are now done. I've actually got to go to Desiat now to, well, I don't, I can look online to find the blueprint for a grade 4 frameshift drive if she does them. No, I'll download it. You can online, you can get screenshots of all of these anyway, so I'll do that. And maybe time to set about unlocking these two, and Liz Ryder will be first. I need to be invited by Eurybia. Let's have a quick look. Come on, before I forget how to spell it. So I need to be here. Where is that in relation to Shinrata? Okay, so I'm there. I could probably pop down there now in the Vulture and see if there's any missions going. Do we have a system map? Yes, we do. Okay, so I guess, yeah, whatever. This is a weird bloody place. Right, they're both controlled by the same people, so if we click on there, let's lock that into place. It seems like we can't. No. See, look. You've got to zoom in if you want to scroll the data. Oh, go away. Erubia Empire Consulate. This is probably not the system I want to be in then. This might not be the system I want to be in. Ah, docking. Yeah, here we go. Arabia Blue Mafia. They're the ones I've got to get friendly with. It's not to say though that on these stations that there won't be missions for Arabia Blue Mafia. Let's go here then. So, let's recap here. Liz. Right, you've got to be invited by Eurybia Blue Mafia, which means doing missions for them until you get cordial or even friendly with them, and then they'll pop you an invite. You may have to come out of the game and back in at some point, I don't know. I can't remember if last time I got an invite but never saw it pop up. I can't remember what happened last time. But anyway, this could be the next thing. I'm not quite sure whether, well, I hadn't really planned to go there in the Vulture. But the Vulture's pretty capable. And see, this blueprint's been hanging around for ages. Yep, I guess again it's Anarchy Systems taking down Authority vessels and captured from settlement data point networks. Only if you can get those as mission rewards as well. I wonder. Okay, well, because I've broken this video up into so many parts and missed bits out, I don't quite know how long it's going to last. But I got quite a bit done, so 2 grade 3 upgrades on the Python on the FDO and 2 grade 4 power plant upgrades on the Anaconda and the Vulture. I would like to increase the frame shift drive range of this little thing. I mean, it's okay. It has got, I think it's a grade 2 increase. So I would like to, it's gone down now actually, 16.7. Used to be 16.8. But I'll take that. Okay. Well, that's it then. Where do we go from here? Possibly down to Eurybia. It's only 6 jumps away. And that's just to get the invite to Liz Ryder. I don't know what her demands are going to be to get the unlock. So that remains to be seen. Which should be my mission ship? It should be the Python, I think. Or the Anaconda. I'm going to stay here, think it over, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. So I'm going to keep you guessing. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.